Well, good evening, folks. Welcome back to the farm. Just going to give a little update on our sheep-nanigans. Yes, sheep-nanigans that we've had here of late. So if you watch for any length of time, you'll recall all summer long, we had sheep out pretty much every day. Pretty much, like, it was just chaos, right? And so we have some areas where, like, there's established fence lines on all four sides of a field. And then we've got other areas we try to get a little bit creative and use some electric sheep netting and try to back that onto an area that had established permanent fencing. And what we found is that if the sheep could see a cow or a horse or a donkey or a turkey or a dog or a wild goose, whatever, anything on the other side of that fence, that sheep and all of its buddies would want to be on that side of the fence. And so we chased them around and around and around all summer long. So here about, what was it, 10 days, 2 weeks, about 10 days ago, we sent some real bad actors out of here. So we had a couple call ewes that were going to go down the road because that was expressly what they did, is just lead other sheep astray and get out constantly. And then we sent about 80% of our market lambs down the road. You can hear there's a couple actually still bellowing in behind me because we've kept a couple for a custom butcher for later on. And there was a couple of replacements that we kept that we're going to breed next year. But by and large, all the troublemakers down the road. So that was really interesting to see, like, kind of how that panned out, because here, since they've been gone, and we put electric netting up all along the front yard in front of the house so that the sheep, in theory, cannot get into the wife's flower beds or lilac bushes or cherry trees or anything like that. But no, since the troublemakers have gone and since the cows went back to Rio Grande for the winter, we have not had a sheep on the wrong side of the fence. Knock on wood. In like 10 days. It's been fantastic. It's been amazing. You get up every morning, you look out, you drink a cup of coffee. You're like, oh, look, some sheep. Exactly where they're supposed to be. What am I going to do with the rest of my day now? Anyways, just wanted to share that little good news update because you probably saw all the mental stressors that we went through this fall. Not so much earlier in the summer when there was lots of green grass for them to entertain themselves, but definitely later in the year, and it didn't take long because we didn't get a lot of rain, but definitely later in the year, it was an everyday, sometimes multiple day occurrence trying to chase sheep. And I mean, we fed so much grain just trying to get them to stay in an area. And like, it was what a waste of money that grain was. We just fed that grain for the sake of feeding the grain. It didn't keep them in one bit. That did not sate their appetite. It did not sate their curiosity. So I'm really glad that they've gone down the road. Now I'm just waiting on the check from the man from Tofield to see how much we got paid. Hopefully it was enough to buy one or two more rolls of electric netting. Anyways, yeah, just in the barn here, you can see I've been doing a little bit of, it's tough, it's late at night, you can't really see, but I've got a couple of windrows going up there. I've been just hand raking in away from the walls, just some of the old bedding. And then clearly I'm not going to rake all that up and out the door. What I'm going to do is tomorrow the wife's back from Nashville. She's been there for a week on a bit of a girls trip. So when she's back, I'll get the Illa tractor in here, and I'm just going to push all that out the back barn door. And then I got the back blade on that tractor, the grader blade, and I will just spread all that bedding around the field, share the love, spread the microbiology, feed the pasture, so to speak, and clean the barn all at the same time. Anyhow, it is, oh my goodness, it's almost 10 o'clock at night. So I think I'm going to go for a cup of tea. So I'll let you go for now. Hope you're having a fantastic evening. I hope your sheep are in where they're supposed to be. We'll see you tomorrow.